Hi, Popo.
Hello.
Could you please introduce yourself and tell us about your sons who went to Pacific University?
Okay, the first one, the eldest one, Michael, went to Pacific after class of 79. But he stayed there for 5 years. So I had an early start helping out with the luau. And I was quite impressed the first year because we always had the parents gather at Kauai Hao Church. And so I enjoyed it. And next year, the same thing. And I got to meet many friends. So by the time, I got to be professional too, I was able to be chairman, which was no problem because the parents were very helpful. And so, but main thing, remember, we didn't have all this invention. So we had to call telephone the old-fashioned way, typewriter, what else? What olden days? Okay, so but this way, I got to, calling each parent. They were all very nice and eager to help out with that luau because I guess I heard so much about it. So that was no problem. The Neighbor Island people, I just wrote to the chairman, and that's how, long distance telephone, but we just wrote, I think it's easier maybe. And so, but as I said, we had it at Kauai Hao Church. They were very nice to us. I don't know how, when we paid our bill or what. They must have given it to us free, but okay. And I remember we always had the same truck because the Minishima family, he drove the truck to go to Hawaiian Airlines to bring it. And I remember, you folks had to go drive from Forest Grove to Seattle to pick up the donations. So did it take what, 3 hours to get to Seattle or so? Yeah, but you folks are you students were very organized, so no problem. And so the following year, when we had a new chairman, I said, no problem because, the kids, they do it all over. But as I said, when, go to the luau, the you fools, the students are all organized. They had the place set up by themselves, and the food was all, I guess, all planned to, and all we did was just enjoy ourselves, sit down, and we had the second show because the first show was for the elderly like me, in the care home, right? So, and I'm sure you force fed them too. I'm not sure now. Okay, you force fed them, and we were in the second show and clean up too. I mean, we help, parents help, but the students were all organized, no problem at all. Okay, so my husband, he likes to help out, so no problem. And then what impressed me was if was the the tourists or others, they love the plumeria lei. So I try to tell parents, if you have plumeria, send them no matter what shape, they'll buy it. And that's true. And so through the years helping out, I acquired so many lay needle. And I also I brought my old, you know, scissors and stuff and strings, but I end up bringing home most scissors. I don't know where they came from. And some needle got lost, which is fine. They can use it themselves. But that was the most important thing, to have things prepared so the parents can just dive in and do the. But that time we used to do the, plumerily, and I was very happy because that was a big seller, even if not in the best shape, right? So, And what else was, well, anyway, Ifos did a very good job, the seniors, so I didn't worry at all. And after me, for a while, for a long time, Mr. What you call it was chairman, and he enjoyed that. He didn't mind. Yep.
Oh, Ambrose Ching.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ambrose Ching, right, right.
Mhm.
He was very good. He could set it up and all that too.
Mhm.
So, what else would you like us? Oh, and Ifos even had the emu, yeah? Ifos still have the emu yet?
Yes.
Oh, I was quite impressed with that. Yeah.
So what do you think was your favorite part of being involved in luau?
Being with the young ones and enjoy listening to them and making new friends with the parents. Yeah, so when we meet each other downtown stuff, yeah, I say, oh, and then we have a big story to talk about. Yeah. And Gungun was really good. He remembers all these parents. I'm not as good as he was. Yeah. So I had no qualms about telling people go be the chairman. No problem. Yeah.
Okay, we do need that advertisement now because sometimes we have trouble finding new people. They're very excited to help and they're very willing to,
Yeah.
just like how
Yeah.
you were. Did you see some differences when you came for Megan's luau?
M- Megan's one, I was quite impressed because it was more modern, shall we say, and businesslike. I mean, everything. And the grocery store was packed,
Mm-hmm.
packed with, macadamia nuts and all that. Wow.
Yeah.
But, okay.
It's a lot.
And you folks, what else did you folks sell? But anyway, you folks were very good commercially rice.
Mhm.
Yeah. And you only had one show, if I
Yes.
remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Only one
But
show now
it
as
was
opposed
well,
to we were.
you sat down. Everybody was able to see the show.
Mhm.
Good. So no problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. That's
Okay.
great. Okay, that's all I needed, Popo. Thank you.
All right, Auntie.